Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Babcock Davis number 9074 RH-KIT-SD-SST LATCH. This is a single point stainless steel replacement lock assembly used on Babcock Davis security roof hatches. A stainless steel unit would certainly be one used in a non-ferrous type application. Would not be found typically on just a regular steel unit, but probably an aluminum one. One where you have an application that demands a non-ferrous base material on the materials that you're working on. May not be all stainless, but non-ferrous for sure. So this is the outside handle. In this video is to serve as visual and dimensional evidence of the item so that we can assist you in determining whether or not this is the correct item for your application. So, got a long handle here. That is most certainly made of stainless steel, and that shaft is obviously steel. And stainless is slightly magnetic when it's machined. The shaft is going to be stainless. The inside handle, and we're going to go over all of the dimensional properties, and the mounting bracket, and then the fasteners, of course, which I'll show you in a moment, and then the padlock hasp. That's all non-ferrous. So only the spindle appears to be of steel base. So let's go over some dimensional properties of the item now. Overall overall length of the handle. Not much help here. We kind of judge that on the camera, right at about 8 inch. Okay. Overall width of the handle, about 1 inch. Now the mounting plate itself, that's going to have an overall of about 3.5, and then a width of about 2 inch. Let's study where those holes are for the fasteners, just from the outside edge. You can see that we're about 1/4 inch to about 1 inch to the bottom hole, maybe just shy on that, and then up to about 1.75 inches. Then horizontally from the flat end where the padlock will go through, it looks like it's about 11/16 to that first hole. Okay, so hopefully these dimensions will just simply help you determine if this is accurate or not as an accurate replacement. I can tell you that of all the roof hatch handles I've seen, none look like the Babcock Davis with this large D-shaped pull handle on it. Okay, so be mindful that this is probably the item for you if it looks like this. Overall length from the bottom of the mounting plate of the shaft, about 4.25. This key stock is 0.311. 0.311. So basically 5/16 is the size of the spindle. Now, this is the exterior portion naturally. You can certainly padlock it from the outside. Moving down into the unit itself, you're going to have the mounting bracket for the lock body. It has a couple of threaded inserts here. Let's go over this item's dimensions. Overall width, about 4 7/8. Center to center on the screw mounting points, looks like it's going to be about 4 3/8. Testing that on my desktop, it's closer to 4 7/16. Okay. Overall depth, about 3 inch. About 1/2 inch down to the center to about 2 and 2.5 inch. Okay. Overall height of the bracket, about 1.75 inches. Now those two threaded inserts, that's going to be for the padlock hasp that you will screw right to the side, as I've got here. And then when the lid closes, the portion of the padlock hasp that's attached to the underside of the lid, that's not included with this handle, would give you the ability to padlock it from the inside. Those two screws are included to attach that. They'll be the two very small little stainless hex cap screws, probably about they might be a 3/16 bolt. It's just a guess. I don't know the size, and I don't have a nut to put down to it. But they appear to be smaller than 1/4 inch or 1/4 That padlock plate, overall width, about 1 3/4 inches. Overall height, about 3 5/16. You'll get that open cell neoprene gasket that's here. So when you mount that down to the lid, you've got some insurance against intrusion. And speaking of fasteners, the fasteners for this item, you'll need 4 of them. And they're going to be the same small hex cap screw with a rivet nut, they call this. And this would be something that would allow you to install it down to the lid of the unit. Okay. I expect that rivet nut's going to collapse down over the thickness of the material and give you a secure installation. Then finally the handle, a very common shaped handle, that's going to bolt down to the mounting bracket itself. It's going to look like that. You're going to get a total of 6 self-drilling screws. Again, all stainless. They're going to be security style fasteners. The 6 that you'll need are going to be 2 to mount the latch handle down to the body, and then the 4 to mount the mounting bracket, to mount the mounting bracket to the underside of the lid. So you'll get 6 of those. That covers all the contents of everything that we've got. The overall width of the latch handle itself, about 3 3/8. Center line of those mounting points appears to be about 2 7/8. Overall depth of the body itself is 2 inch. That latch bolt and the orientation of the handle is exactly one of 2 ways that I've seen it. This is going to have the handle, when you're looking at it from the underside of the lid, it's going to have the bolt on the left side. So be mindful that you could end up seeing one that's opposite. And I've talked to a certain manufacturer about that, and they acknowledge the fact that they exist, but are not necessarily something that's available. So be mindful that there is more than one of these orientations, and this is the one that has the latch on the left. Okay. That covers everything on this unit. Now there are several Babcock Davis products that we have in our website, replacement handles, and that list continues to grow with time. If you have a specific piece of hardware that you're looking for to continue to get useful service out of the significant investment in a roof hatch, take photographs of it and send it to us and we'll review it. Not only of the item, but of the lid, the hatch itself, the sidewall, meaning any information that's on the sidewall, like a decal, a manufacturer's name, certainly a serial number. Send all of this material to us so that we can contact the factory and ask them if they are able to identify, or even perhaps pull up a bill of material of what would have been included on that unit when new, so that we can be sure to get you the correct replacement part. And if there's any guesswork that you're operating with, let's double check first. Reach out to us and let's see if we can confirm that you're on the right track with the item that you're purchasing. Any questions on the Babcock Davis 9074 RH-KIT-SD-SSTLATCH single point stainless steel replacement lock assembly, or any other Babcock Davis product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.